Hey guys, it's FFP, coming at you live, not really, and it's been about maybe 1.5 weeks since I've seen Star Wars The Force Awakens, and I've given it some thought, and I bet you most of you guys that are watching this have probably seen it already. So I decided to give my views on the subject. Don't worry, whenever I talk about spoilers, be it minor or major, I'll make sure to tell you guys, and maybe put an annotation where to skip to when the spoilers are done. So let's get started. Okay, hey everyone, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, because this is all going to be mostly spoilers. I know I did say, I'm going to tell you guys when there's going to be spoilers, but this entire thing's going to be like spoilers mostly. So I'm going to just talk mostly about lots of stuff I didn't like, lots of stuff I didn't understand. Like, Han Solo, when he died, I'm already going to get into it. Han Solo, when he died, he tried to get Kylo Ren to come back to the good side, but he did it so badly. Like, it's not like he even tried to do it. He just kind of said, "Come back with me and your mother," and just stared at him like this for like a minute and a half. And Kylo Ren was just like, "I don't think I have the strength to do it. It's just token up too much, too much of this dark side, man." And then Han Solo was like, and then you just hear the lightsaber sound, shank through the stomach, falls down into a pit of nothing. And then I guess Leia, they showed that she has the Force still, even though she never uses it or even trained in the Force for some reason. And she feels it and she's like, Jesus, heart attack. But speaking of Leia, she has nothing to do in the movie. Totally irrelevant character. Her and Han Solo's scenes were lukewarm, horrible. They don't like each other because, spoiler alert, Kylo Ren's real name is Ben, is their kid, and he was like Luke Skywalker's apprentice, but then Luke Skywalker had two, which is a big no-no. If you watch the trilogy prequels, you'll know that they're like one Padawan at a time. And yeah, Kylo Ren killed the other one. They don't give it a name, they're just like, oh, killed the other one and stormed off with Snoke and all that, and the Knights of Ren, I'm guessing. And, started training Darkseid. Kylo Ren was a very big brat in this movie. I feel like there's a lot of coincidences between original trilogy and the prequel trilogy to this new trilogy, the sequel trilogy, because they're really trying to connect everything. Like, they're making Kylo Ren a lot like Anakin. They have like the same hair and they have some of the same demeanor, although Kylo Ren's even a bigger brat. Like, when he finds out that Finn escaped, he takes his lightsaber and takes it out on a computer and like just chops it all up, and I'm like, kid, maybe he'll grow up more. And since he killed his dad, that's like a rite of passage into the dark side that he fully went under, which I think I liked. It was like man versus himself, man versus man. BB-8 was an okay character. I mean, they showed like in the trailer was so misleading for a lot of it, because it makes you think things that don't actually happen. Like, oh, you think this character is going to be the main one. Oh, you think it's going to be an amazing lightsaber battle. But then it's really not. It was an okay one. And BB-8 wasn't really that very important. It was just another walking plot device. Because Luke Skywalker erased where he was in the world, like forever, right? Off all the maps. So you can just assume now there's going to be a hole in the map, right? Because he erased all that part where he was off the map, because they can't find him. And so this random old guy just has a map of where Luke Skywalker is. They don't even explain who this guy is. And then he gets killed right after. BB-8 takes that map. And then at the end of the movie, he takes it. And they're like, oh no, we don't have the other half of the map. Don't you mean you have the other 9/10 of the map? Because this is such a small part. You couldn't just figure it out on your own. And then the entire movie, R2-D2's like in sleep mode, because I guess he's depressed that Luke Skywalker's gone. And then he just boots up, takes out a map with a hole in it, and they just fit. And I'm like, couldn't you just do that with any map? But anyways, Leia Organa, still irrelevant. Admiral Akbar was more relevant, and Nia Num was more relevant than her. And Starkiller Base was cool. It served its purpose as a plot device, as just another enemy base. And a lot of the planets, I felt they could have just named them Tatooine or Hoth. If you just took off all the trees on the Starkiller Base planet, you could have just called it Hoth. But I guess they didn't want to destroy that planet. And they're like, oh, you could have just, instead of Jakku, you could have called it Tatooine. Oh, but I guess the settlements were too small to call it Tatooine. Because then, oh, why aren't you going to Mos Eisley Kantana? Why are you out here in this like nowhere pit full of like thugs and thieves that should be at the Mos Eisley Kantana, but they're not. Rey, she has way more Force ability. She had Force visions. She learned how to do Jedi mind trick on her own, and she was better with the lightsaber than Finn was, which really mind-boggled me because you think Finn would have this grand lightsaber battle, but of course since he's not trained, it was just horrible. Kylo Ren was handicapped with a blaster bolt. He was just ripped. Kylo Ren is a walking punching bag. He took so much. He got like slashed 5 times with a lightsaber, survived. Shot through the chest with a blaster, survived. And stormtroopers, they get shot once with like a little tiny pistol, died. And they're wearing armor, so it's lots of really weird, unexplained stuff. Maybe it's just the Force that's keeping him alive, and his hatred, and his fear, and his suffering. But anyways, irrelevant. So, I know you guys have probably heard this all, but I hope Rey's lightsaber becomes her staff that she wields, because she actually looks like she's more coordinated. Like, even the actor herself is more coordinated at using that staff to fight than she is with the lightsaber. Because in the lightsaber duel, there's lots of close-ups where you don't actually see the lightsabers clash. It's all just like on their face, like reaction shots kind of thing between the two. So I guess, I don't know, maybe they need time to get better at that. And yeah, Finn was just a really whiny character too. He was like being the victim, the damsel in distress the entire time. Like, oh, you're not gonna want me. I'm a stormtrooper. I'm gonna ditch. I lied to you, Rey, even though I love you. I lied. I'm a stormtrooper, not a resistance member, and like ding dong ditched. But then, you know, he stopped and he went back trying to be the hero. But geez, Snoke just trying to be another Emperor, Palpatine character, you know, just rehashing characters, rehashing so many character stereotypes from like the other Star Wars films. That's not even funny. The last scene, the cinematography was amazing. Especially in the last scene when they were on that island and they found Luke. So many plot holes. Okay, so Rey and Finn escape Jakku in the Millennium Falcon, which they find in a scrapyard. And then Han, the greatest smuggler in the world, who finished the Kessel Run in like 12 parsecs or whatever, lost his Millennium Falcon to a guy, which lost it to another guy, which lost it to another guy, which ended up in the junkyard. That's the exact explanation they give. And gangsters are after Han Solo. You think after he defeated the Empire, he would have gotten like rich and like just bought an estate for himself? But no, he went back to smuggling with Chewie. And so, just so much nitpicks. But Maz Kanata has Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber. Why? It was in the basement of her cantina. They don't even explain it. She's just like, that's a story for another day. Well, I guess that's going to be made into a book you can buy for $50 now, isn't it? But then they're going to wipe out that expanded universe, because who gives it? You know, I'm not going to swear. And just so many unexplained things that happened. It just really made me sad and tear. Well, anyways, I guess I better get on to the worst thing of all. Captain Phasma. She dropped the movie from an 8, in my opinion, 8 out of 10, to like a 2 out of 10. She was so irrelevant. She was a useless character. Like 3 lines in the entire movie. 1, just berating Finn and just giving Finn more motivation to leave the stormtroopers or the First Order. She's useless. Like in the battle over Maz Kanata's cantina, which I don't know what happened to everyone inside. Did they all just die like when the Star Destroyers attack? Because then everything's like rubble right after in the next scene. And I guess they all died. I don't know. Maz Kanata died? Jeez, I don't know. Because that place was wrecked. And you never see anyone run away. And so anyways, she gets there after they're done fighting in like a little ship. And she's like, huh? Just one of those jobber characters. It was jobber. Like they're all like, oh, she's gonna be like the next Boba Fett. She's gonna be the next Boba Fett. She's not gonna say anything, but everyone's gonna love her. But you can't be loved if you're a stupid character. Stupid. She's like the Jar Jar Binks of this trilogy, man. I hate to say it, but it's true. And I actually like Jar Jar Binks more. At least Jar Jar Binks could talk English. Well, that's not true. She can talk English too. But she's just horrible. Like, and then she doesn't even fight back half the time. Like, they get into the Starkiller base, Finn, Chewie, and Han Solo, to go get Kylo Ren to try and turn him back to the light side and to rescue Rey. Well, that's the reason why Finn wanted to go anyways, and to help destroy the Starkiller base, which he lied about. He's like, oh, I'm gonna disable everything. That's what he told the Resistance, right? But when he goes there, he's like, oh, I don't know. We'll just get someone. Captain Phasma's just walking around minding her own business, like a little derp, like she doesn't know what she's doing. And then she sees Finn. She's like, oh, I got you, Finn. I got you. And then Chewie's just behind her. She's like, she put her hands up like that. She just gave up so easily. She has a gun. She could have just shot Wookiee point blank, but nope. And then they take her. A walking plot device disables the shields for them. They're not even like pointing a gun. They're actually just standing at the door, and she's standing all the way across the other room, doing on the computer, disabling the shields. And then she's like, she has the audacity to say, "Oh, the First Order will get you for this. We're gonna kill you." And then of course Finn and Han Solo and Chewie said exactly what I was thinking. Throw her in the waste disposal system, and then you never see her again. That completed my life when they got rid of that character for the movie because she was useless. I know it's all about empowering women and stuff nowadays, but not like that. That was just horrible character. Like, I have nothing against Captain Phasma. I hope they give her more, if she did survive, which I'm guessing she did. Please give her more character development. That's all I have to say. Well, anyways, that was just my thoughts on the movie. What are yours? Comment down in the comments below. And, start threads with people. Talk about, go back and forth. Give your thoughts on Star Wars. If you like it or not. Why and why not? And I'd like to thank all you guys for watching. This is me, Flashfire Prime, signing out. And may the Force be with you, always.